Hey Leo, welcome to your January 2025 weekly reading. It's going to be your reading from January 20th until the 26th. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well, Leo. There's a lot going on this week. The sun will conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, which will be for you in your 7th house of relationships. So it could definitely be some fireworks in that department. There's a lot going on. I feel like Uranus this week is making all types of, Uranus is really being activated this week, and Uranus is a planet that does deal with unexpected changes, but there's a lot of good aspects to Uranus this week, so it's actually more so of breaking free from things that have been keeping us stuck or holding us back and liberating ourselves and finding new innovative ways forward here, especially with the sun that's coming into Aquarius conjuncting Pluto, because the ruling planet of Aquarius is Uranus. So that gets activated, especially when it's conjunct Pluto. So you can expect a lot of breakthroughs, regeneration, transformation. Yeah, this looks good here. I feel like there's a lot going on in regards to work for you at this time. Eight of Pentacles being the overall energy, especially the sun's been in Capricorn, right? So, I mean, this week is the first week to where it comes out. So there's been a lot going on in regards to your 6th house, Leo. Things dealing with work, your routine, schedule, obstacles. But there's also new things beginning here. And the good thing is here for you, Leo, this week, the World card, which is finally a birthing and creating a new world here for yourself. Because right now you're in the void, the Hangman. And I'm going to go through these cards, but I'm channeling right now until I pull the rest of the cards. But I think here with this Hangman being in your current energy, the Hangman is Neptune. But the Hangman can be symbolic of feeling disoriented, right? And that's what Neptune can be, to where it's like you're looking or even getting ready, or maybe you're just feeling disoriented, right? Or just kind of stuck in between two worlds at this time. Because symbolically, with the sun coming into Aquarius conjuncting Pluto, this is the first time that the sun is conjuncting Pluto being in Aquarius. I believe it was last year, but it got there close last year, right? To where, I think it was last year, to where the sun was at 29 Capricorn with the Pluto, right? It conjuncted at 29 Capricorn. And then the sun came into Aquarius, and a little bit after that, Pluto came into Aquarius. So we haven't had the sun conjunct Pluto in Aquarius yet. So, and Aquarius, you can say, literally talks about the world and people. But just in general, the sun Pluto, is very much the world card, to where there's a whole new world here that we're entering into as a collective, but also for you individually. But I think this is something new is being birthed, though. The world card is symbolic of a new chapter, new cycle. Some of you already know what this is coming up in your life. Some of you have an idea what it is. Some of you, it's just like it's a clean, it's a fresh canvas ready for you to paint and do art on. You have this trine sextile card. It says symbiosis. Yeah, a lot of trines and sextiles this week in the astrology. We'll have Mars sextile Uranus. We'll have Mercury trine Uranus. We'll have Venus trine Mars. We'll have Mercury sextile Neptune, Venus sextile Uranus. So talk about the trines and the sextiles being really active. Trines and sextiles in astrology are harmonious aspects. So they, this is when planets cooperate. This is when points cooperate in astrology. Right, and things are there's cooperation, so things coming together. And the trine can be symbolic of just natural timing of things. And I think the sextile is more so of like natural timing as well. Everything's pretty much natural timing, but the natural timing of something being very harmonious, trine. And then sextile, it's a harmonious as well, but it's more so, it's like a weak trine in a way, but it's more so of an opportunity, right, that you can capitalize on. You pull this meditation card that says improvements require persistence. And I think this is very symbolic of the Hangman being here in your current energy at this time, Leo. Because the Hangman can talk about being detached, being objective, being aware. So a lot of you are aware here of maybe even the astrology itself, especially with the World card. And so it's like you're kind of waiting for this week, or maybe you're waiting for certain things. But let's just say it's not, you don't know the astrology, right? The Hangman would be, okay, You're kind of in an in-between space. And so you need that hangman energy. Like you need to delay things. Or not delay, but you need that time out, right? The hangman is, you need that time to be detached a bit, to meditate, to contemplate, to do introspection, to be reflective. So I see here the more you do that, these downloads are going to come to you. Now these downloads already may be coming to you. You pulled this root chakra card. It says holistic health here. Some of you could just be working on the overall quality of your life, but it could be more so on the side of really wanting to reorganize things or do things differently, so that way you can have a better quality of life, but also like your overall well-being can increase here. All right, let's jump into your read, Leo. You pulled the World card here, like I said, in the position of the good stuff. So something new is happening here. Something too that you could be accomplishing and completing and putting together here. Something you're working on, especially with the Eight of Pentacles being the overall energy. So this may be the week here to where you complete something, put something together, and you create something and you birth it, or you even put it out there in the world. Especially because we are having that Venus trine Mars, which, that's really going to help us get creative, especially with it being Pisces, Cancer energy, get really creative. But also just all the other aspects going on, Mercury sextile Neptune, all that stuff. And you throw in, Mercury that's still there in Capricorn, allowing for us to use our intellect in a very practical, methodical, and organized way, so that way we can accomplish things. I think that's what's going on here for you. So something's coming together here for you, very, very good. You have the Eight of Pentacles here for your overall energy. I think overall this week, Eight of Pentacles it is a card of improvements, but it's just doing the work that you've always done, right? Or working on something, mastering something, right? Making improvements, doing things better, right? It's, attention to detail. It's work. You have the Queen of Pentacles here, Queen of Cups here in the position of your hopes and your fears. I feel like you're just hoping to start receiving better energy. And what I mean by that is, like, the Queen of Cups is very nurturing energy. It's very, it's very nurturing. It's very, it can deal with like emotional fulfillment, just feeling better, or even creating a more comfortability in your life here, or finding that sense of comfort. I don't think it's like you're needing that all the time, Leo, but it's like you're just wanting to kind of receive that, feel that a little bit more. And that makes a lot of sense. Mars is retrograde right now in Cancer, so things can feel a little bit steamy and uncomfortable. You have the Hangman here in your current energy, and then you have the Ace of Wands in your challenge, right? So I think, Ace of Wands is wanting to birth something new, right? It is the spark of creation, right? To begin new things, act on things that you're passionate about, begin things that you're passionate about, start things, give energy to things. But I think right now it's like you're figuring it out in a way. I think this is the week where you do actually start to figure out and connect the puzzle pieces here, and then you're able to see the bigger picture of things, and you're able to find new solutions. Because you have a lot of good cards here. You don't have any negative cards. But I think your advice at this time is to do whatever it is that you're about to do. Do it. Do what you love. And that is with the Lovers being here as your advice. Do what you love, but also do what is authentically true for you. Right? And do it in a way that resonates with you and that is true for your own spirit and your own soul. The Lovers is about, it can deal with relationships, right, in regards to love. This is a great week in regards to love, I feel, especially the Venus aspects, Mars aspects. So that looks good, I would say, in regards to relationships and love. But the Lovers can be sometimes where it does talk about relationships and how, but the shadow side of relationships, that we can compare ourselves to other people. And so right now it's like you're trying to gain a bigger, broader perspective on things, about how you can initiate things or start new things, or go about the process of creating something new. But with the Lovers being here as your advice, I would be aware of not comparing yourself, or not, straying away from your own path. So you have the Queen of Wands here as in the future position. Well, Queen of Wands is the temperament, so I see you being positive and happy here. I also see, or I'm feeling you being more generous here, but I'm also seeing you tapping more into this mystical part of your personality this week, more than you usually been doing recently, I would feel. But it's also inspiring a lot of creation. And I think that's symbolic of Mercury sextile Neptune that will be on the 26th, right? But also we'll have, right, yeah. But also, you know, all the Pisces energy with Venus trine Mars on the 25th, right? And then, yeah, and then we'll also have Venus sextile Uranus. That's Venus is also in Pisces, right? So there's this very creative energy, innovative energy, a lot of fresh, new insights, just new energies in general. I feel like there's going to be so much happening on the 21st because the sun does conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. And then we get that third quarter moon that's going to, moon in Scorpio, that'll square that shit. So talk about a lot of life force energy and just a lot of passionate energy that has to be contained. And it can make, you know, it can bring like this very defiant, passionate energy to really start doing things. But I see you handling it well. So you have the Eight of Wands here in the position of something you're unaware of that you're unaware of. Eight of Wands is the height of ambition. Allow yourself to be ambitious at this time. I think Eight of Wands is about going beyond what you've done before. It's very symbolically connected to Uranus in a way. It's not the same thing, but it falls. If you look at the category of the two things, there's a lot of similarities. And I think Uranus being a key component here this week. Uranus is about going beyond what you've done before, allowing yourself to push the envelope, right? Go beyond your own limitations, or what you think are limitations. You have the Ace of Swords here in the outcome position. So I think there's a lot of clarity here. Ace of Swords is also symbolic of some form of a victory, right? So we'll see what that is. Yeah, you know, Leo, I think this is the week where you kind of get back to your Leo energy. And I'm not saying because you're not being in your Leo energy, but there's something about it to where there's a lot of energy happening this week to where it looks like your Leo energy is thriving in it. And I think it has a lot to do with creativity, self-expression, possibly art, but just yeah, just self-expression, art, creativity. You can even say beauty as well, right? Because Leos are, you know, royal, so regal. All right, clarify the World card here in the position of something, or of the good stuff that's happening. What is this World card here? Yeah, the Three of Wands. Well, Three of Wands is symbolic of, it is your ships coming in, but it's also to where you're opening up to the world. Like you're opening up your world here more. But also something you could have been waiting on, hoping to come together. That could be happening here too. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles here for the overall energy for the week. I see a lot of improvements this week, or you're just really getting a lot of work done. But this is interesting because it's not even necessarily that you're working harder. It's like, yes, I think you're working hard, Leo, but it's also that you're finding smarter ways to do things. I think that's also Uranus that's very active this week, to where it's helping you make better adjustments. It's helping you make better improvements. Yeah, you have the Three of Cups here on the Eight of Pentacles. So I think you'll really be enjoying here the work that you're doing. I think you'll also get praise, compliment, recognition, support. Clarify the Queen of Cups here. You have the Two of Swords. This is in the position of your hopes and your fears. I don't really pick up a fear energy coming from you. It's like your hopes. Queen of Cups, Two of Swords would be finding balance. Two of Swords is symbolic of, it's Libra, right? So it deals with balance and things feeling fair. And Queen of Cups being you being able to feel like things are fair and receive fair, energy, and just feel better about things. Some of you are just hoping for more balance when it comes to your personal life. You're hoping to kind of solve maybe some, I don't want to say issues, but maybe some things that have to be adjusted. I'll clarify the Hangman. You have the World card. Yeah, I knew it. It's like you're in between two worlds. So y'all just think I'd be saying shit. I know what I'd be saying. The Hangman, the World card. You may feel like you're in between worlds at this time. But you're well aware, some of you are psychics here, the Hangman, the World card, because that could be symbolic of like seeing timelines, the world. So, so I think you're well aware of possibly like what's coming up, right? Not that you're having psychic visions, right? Maybe for some of you, but it's like more so like you know what's coming up. Like there's stuff on the horizon that's planned, like you kind of know. And so right now you may be kind of in this, not detached, but just in this void or in between worlds to where it's like you're just waiting. Clarify the Ace of Wands in your challenge. You have the Empress, right? Which would be very strong creation energy. And I think you're wondering what you should give birth to next, what you should create next here. What do you want to put your life force energy into? And the Lovers, as the advice, will put it into the things that you love. You know, let's see, clarify the Lovers. Yeah, the Queen of Wands, which will be following your heart, listening to your intuition, allowing for your natural, spontaneous expression to come through and create, right? And it's also attitude. I'll be real. You know, have a good attitude here. Yeah, it's like some of you, Leo, I'm just here trying to help you out, Leo. Some of you may kind of, it's not that you have insecurities. That's not what I'm going to say. It's not that you're insecure about anything. It's more so that because you haven't received maybe that feeling of validation, or maybe you haven't received just sort of, you know, like you're a fucking Leo. It's like you want that praise, right? Maybe you haven't gotten that in the way in which you would like. And so maybe there's like this part of yourself that's feeling like you have to really overdo it or overprove it just so you can get that. But, you know, I would say don't let it, you know, take you out of character. Don't let it like, you know, just disrupt your happiness or disrupt your like just your own natural, spontaneous, who you are, you know. I don't think you should. There's nothing to prove. That's what I picked. That's what I get. Clarify the Queen of Wands, and if anything, as long as you're just in a place of love, like you're rooted in your heart chakra of love, especially when it comes to connecting and creating and receiving, I think everything will be fine. Clarify the Queen of Wands in the future. You have the Knight of Pentacles. So I see there being slow, steady gains happening this week. Improvements as well, because you pulled the meditation card. You becoming very aware. Meditation is just becoming aware, right? And you pulled the Hangman, which is the ultimate card of awareness. And there's always things that you can become more and more and more and more aware of. And so it's like you're just becoming more and more and more and more aware of what you can do better, how you can change things. And I think this is the week to where you find a lot of different things that can help you make innovational breakthroughs or help you figure out old problems or find new solutions. But ultimately, they're creating reliable, steady gains with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Clarify the Clarify the Ace of Swords for the outcome. Yeah, you have the Four of Swords, which would actually be the peace of mind that you're looking for. A Queen of Cups, Two of Swords, and your hopes. Right? So this would be like, you know, Four of Swords would be stability and structure around fairness, equality, balance. And then the Ace of Swords would be, you know, just good flow when it comes to your mind. Clarify the Eight of Wands. You pulled the Hermit. Also, one thing you're unaware of as well is like you're a lot ready than you think you are. Again, there is this message here to where you feel like you need more time to prepare. You need more time to. I think that's so South Node in Virgo. You know, Virgo does deal with preparation, refinement, and you know the details of things, right? And sometimes you feel like, well, I need to make sure I have like all these details, and I need to make sure I have all this. It's like, yes, you wouldn't be as prepared as you can, but I think with the Hermit and the Eight of Wands, it's like you're more ready than you think you are. And so the Eight of Wands and the Hermit is like, now is your time to like act on your wisdom, to live out what your wisdom is. But a lot of good receptive energy here for you this week with people and relationships, work and improvements and progress. So you may be like, what the fuck is Austin talking about? Just wait, come back and let me know. Come back and let me, because I feel like this week, with all this fucking Uranus energy this week, there's going to be things that you do that you wouldn't expect yourself to do this week, or things that happen, but it'll be good and positive. Right, or you may finally be like, oh, I finally did this. I finally sold that couch that was there for 5 months, and I fucking should have done that a long time ago. Now that I did it, I got Taurus stuff. I got more money, or I got rid of something, but got something. Right, I don't know. It could be anything. It could be. It is in your 10th house, so maybe it's things related to work and career and innovational breakthroughs with that. Maybe it's like things to do with AI or things to do with technology, right? Uranus, and then Sun coming into Aquarius conjunct Pluto. Maybe it's like these big innovational leaps in regards to technology happening for you in your career with AI, and it can be, or it could even be people, things dealing with groups and communities and the connectiveness and all that type of stuff. So, all right, that's what I got for you, Leo. I'm gonna leave your reading here. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a reading with me, that link's down below. Of course, the readings are still on sale. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. I'll see you later. Bye, Leo.